you, the one they could predict, the one they could hurt, the one who stayed quiet. They still talk to that version in their head, but that version is dead. You did not heal loudly. You did not announce your change. You suffered in private. You adapted in silence. And now they feel it. Something is different. Something is wrong. You are not the monster they knew anymore. You are worse for them. You are controlled. You are awake. Stay until the end. Because this is the truth nobody warns them about, and nobody prepares you for. You are not the monster they remember. You are worse in their eyes, because you no longer need them. People hate what they can no longer control. They hate growth that leaves them behind. They hate silence when they expect begging. At first you tried to stay human in an inhuman world. You gave chances. You explained your pain. You waited for understanding. That was your first mistake. The world does not reward patience without boundaries. It consumes it. You learned that slowly, through broken trust, through promises that expired the moment they were spoken, through loyalty that ran one way. You suffered quietly, not because you were weak, because you were hoping. Hope can be dangerous when given to the wrong people. They saw your softness and mistook it for permission. Permission to disrespect you. Permission to cross lines. Permission to return only when they needed something. You noticed patterns. Late replies when you were in pain. Fast replies when they needed help. Laughter when you struggled. Silence when you asked for support. This is where the change began. Not overnight. Not with rage. With clarity. You stopped asking why. You started observing. You realized something painful and freeing. People treat you based on what they can get from you, not what you deserve. That truth hurt, but lies hurt longer. So you hardened, not your heart. Your standards, you stopped over-explaining. You stopped chasing closure. You stopped proving your worth to people committed to misunderstanding you. They noticed the distance. They called it cold. They called it arrogance. They called it ego. They never called it self-respect. Because self-respect threatens people who benefit from your self-doubt. You became quieter, more selective, more dangerous in a calm way. Not violent, not loud, controlled. Control is power. You no longer reacted to every insult. You no longer corrected every lie. You let people reveal themselves without interruption. Silence became your weapon. That scared them. They were used to the old you. Not violent, not loud, controlled. Control is power. You no longer reacted to every insult. You no longer corrected every lie. You let people reveal themselves without interruption. Silence became your weapon. That scared them. They were used to the old you. That version is gone. And they keep asking where you went. You are still here, just no longer available. You learned that peace is expensive. It costs relationships. It costs comfort. It costs versions of yourself you can no longer afford to be. You paid the price. Loneliness hit hard at first, because growth isolates before it strengthens. You sat alone with your thoughts. You replayed memories. You questioned yourself. Was I too harsh? Was I wrong? Did I change too much? Then you remembered why you changed. You remembered the nights you were invisible. The days you carried everyone else while breaking inside. The moments you begged life for relief and got silence in return. That memory grounded you. You did not become heartless. You became precise. You choose who gets access now. You choose who hears your struggles. You choose who benefits from your energy. That is not cruelty. That is survival. The world teaches lessons brutally. Soft people learn them the hard way. You learned. Now you move differently. You listen more than you speak. You watch actions, not words. You trust patterns, not promises. You no longer need validation, because you validated yourself through pain. Pain taught you discipline. Pain taught you focus. Pain taught you who to walk away from without guilt. They say you changed. They are right. You no longer tolerate disrespect disguised as humor. You no longer tolerate inconsistencies disguised as busyness. You no longer tolerate excuses disguised as circumstances. You see clearly now. Clarity is lonely. But confusion was killing you. You stopped trying to be understood by everyone. You started understanding yourself. That is when real power arrived. Not the power to dominate others. The power to walk away without explaining. The power to say no without fear. The power to sit alone without feeling empty. You became self-contained. That terrified people who relied on your emotional labor. They miss the old you, because the old you made their life easier. The new you makes them uncomfortable. Good comfort never changed anything. You are not the monster they knew. You are the consequence of how they treated you. You are what happens when patience runs out. When kindness meets disrespect too many times. When loyalty is taken for granted. This version of you does not beg, does not chase, does not explain. This version builds quietly. You channel pain into progress, anger into discipline, loneliness into focus. While others talk, you prepare. While others judge, you evolve. You stopped announcing moves. You let results speak. That silence, that restraint, that control. That is the real monster. Not loud. Not chaotic. Unshakable. You understand now. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves forgiveness. Not everyone deserves a second chance. Growth requires selection. You are not cruel for protecting your peace. You are responsible. Responsible to the future version of you who deserves stability. Responsible to the child in you who deserved protection. You became what you needed when no one showed up. That is not something to apologize for. If they feel uncomfortable around you now, that is feedback. It means you stopped shrinking. Let them talk. Let them misunderstand. Let them remember the old version. You do not live there anymore. You live here, focused, grounded, unavailable to chaos. You are not the monster you knew anymore. You are the one who survived becoming it, and this time, you choose where your power goes. This is the part where most people go back to comfort, back to old habits, back to versions that almost destroyed them. Do not do that. If you are alone right now, stay still. If you feel misunderstood, let it be. If they miss the old you, remember why you buried that version. You did not lose people. You outgrew rules that were killing you. This path is quiet. It is heavy. It is real. Walk it anyway. And if this spoke to you, do not explain it to anyone. Just leave a comment. Let me know you are still standing.